Hey, what's up, YouTube? Fritz Jones Investing back with another video. And today I'm giving you guys my $56,000 Robinhood portfolio. Today's November 2nd, and the portfolio has been down a lot this year. The stock market has taken an absolute crap, down a lot this year as these interest rates will continue to rise. Things are getting more expensive year over year, but I'm confident that I'll be able to add more stocks to my portfolio. So in today's video, we'll talk about how my portfolio has been performing, my best performing stock, my worst performing stock, and all 22 dividends for the month of November. So we can see that for the past week, the stocks are up 59 bucks. Over the past month, I'm up $408. Over the last 3 months, I'm actually down $9,571. Over this past year, I'm down $25,000. So just absolutely getting mutilated out here. And you can see if my portfolio, if I put it at the max, I would be worth right around $81,000. So definitely down this year. So next we're talking about my worst performing stock, and this stock has not been immune to all the inflation that's been going on in the US. And this is Amazon. Right now the stock's price is $96.83, and you can see that it's down $68 for the year, so negative 41% year over year. If we look at its all-time highs, this stock was almost a $180 stock. So I do think this stock is at a great discount right now. I'm going to continue to add on to it. I own just under $2,000 worth of this stock, and you can see my total return has been down 32%. I think Amazon is a great stock to invest in personally. That's just my opinion. So I'm just going to continue to add to it. I own just over 20 shares right now. And this stock is down because they did miss their earnings per share, or they exceeded their earnings per share, but they didn't meet their guidance for this particular year. So anytime people don't hear positive guidance, they don't think the company's going to make more money, they're obviously going to divest from that company. And this was their last quarterly earnings, and you can see they exceeded that by 6 cents per share. And this is just a CNBC article which talked about how the stock performed last Friday. This was released, so you can see the stock plunged 7% on that day. This is my best performing stock. This is Apple, and this stock has really performed well this year, up $1.72 over the past year. But you can see it's been just on up and down. Every time there's a negative income report, this stock does go down. So you can see over the past year, it's just been continuously rising. This stock has a very low beta, so it does go up and down each day, which I do love. And it kind of gives me a safe place to kind of park my money. Everyone knows Apple is going to perform well, or they try to perform well and exceed expectations. Right now, I own $13,000 worth of this stock. I was down $263 for the day, but I'm up over 41% of the stock. And this is just the kind of returns that you want to see from investing in a company. I own just over 89 shares of this company, and this makes up just under a quarter of my portfolio. So a little bit high. So I'm going to try to trim that with some additional stocks. And this is a $2.4 trillion company. So it's been exceeding expectations as well, beating its quarterly estimates. So I love looking at the company's quarterly earnings, and we can see that their net sales by reportable segment, the Americas, Europe, Greater China, and the rest of the Asian Pacific all increased. And their iPhone, the Mac, and the wearables, and also the services that increased quarter over quarter and year over year. So these are just some great news from the report. So we can see that based on their products and services sales over the past year, that demand for this company has continued to be high, even with increased inflation. So good job on Apple on performing so well in their last quarterly earnings report. So next up, we'll talk about all the dividends that I received for the month of October. Last month, I actually received 22 different dividend payments, and the amounts have been slowly increasing. So let's get right into it. So my first dividend was from Nike, and on October the 3rd, for 52% of one share, I was paid 16 cents. This stock pays quarterly. Next up, we have Coca-Cola, which is a dividend king. And for 86% of one share, I was paid 38 cents. This stock also pays quarterly. Next up, we have VOO, which is Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. And for one share, I was paid $1.47. This stock pays quarterly. Next up is JEPI, which is JP Morgan Equity Premium Income. And for just over one share, I was paid 52 cents. This stock pays every month. Next up, I have Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, and as the name implies, this is a semiconductor company. And for just over one share, I was paid 40 cents. I did get some taxes taken out. Medical Properties Trust is a REIT. They focus mostly on medical properties. And for 6.3 shares, I was paid $1.83. This stock pays quarterly. Horizon Technology Finance is a business development company. They pay me every month. And on October the 14th, I was paid $3.32. Next up is Realty Income. On October the 14th, for 8.3 shares, I was paid $2.06. This stock pays every month. Next up is Main Street Capital, which is in my opinion, one of the best BDCs. And for 10.7 shares, I was paid $2.35. This stock pays every month. Next up is EPR Properties, which is another monthly stock. And on October the 17th, I was paid $1.55. Next up, we have Store Capital, which invests in storage containers. And for 5.55 shares, I was paid $2.28 on October the 17th. This is a quarterly paying stock. LXP is another REIT in my portfolio. And on October the 17th, for 3.6 shares, I was paid 43 cents. This is a quarterly paying stock. Next up is Stag Industrial, which is an industrial center real estate investment trust. And for 58.5 shares, I was paid $7.12. This stock pays every month. Next up is Intuit. They invest in companies like TurboTax. And for less than half of a share, I was paid 38 cents. This particular company pays quarterly. Next up is Prospect Capital. And for 214 shares, I was paid $12.84 on October the 20th. This stock pays every single month also. Next up is New York Mortgage Trust. They're a real estate investment trust, and for 11.6 shares, I was paid $1.16. Might be getting rid of this stock soon. Next up, we have American Tower. They invest in cell phone towers, and for just under half a share, I was paid 68 cents on October the 26th. This particular company pays quarterly. Next up is Rhythm Capital, another real estate investment trust, and for 10.1 shares on October the 28th, I was paid $2.53. This stock pays quarterly. Next up is SPHD. This is a monthly paying ETF. And on October the 28th, I was paid $1.21. Next up is JP Morgan Chase. And on Halloween, I was paid 82 cents for 82% of one share. Definitely going to increase this stock in my portfolio. This is a quarterly paying stock. Next up is Gladstone Commercial. And for 12.1 shares on October the 31st, I was paid $1.52. Let's go. The last dividend stock for today is LTC Properties, and on Halloween, for 7.15 shares, I was paid $1.36. So I believe it's always good to look at your progress just to track to see how you're doing. And we can see that in October of 2021, I was only paid $24.78 worth of dividends. This October, I was actually paid a little bit more at $46.37 worth of dividends, which represents an 87.12% increase year over year. I'm very thankful about this, and I'm going to continue to try to get even more dividends for next October. All right, guys, so what did you think about the dividends that I received for the month of October? Would you invest your money a little bit differently? And also, what kind of stocks are you investing in? Please don't forget to leave your likes and your comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This has been Fritz Jones Investing, back with another update. The stock market is down a little bit, but I encourage you to do your hard-earned research to invest in companies that you believe in, and also continue to invest in yourself and continue getting that passive income, because I want you to be able to do what you want to do and also increase your passive income so you can maybe retire early one day. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I'll catch you next time. All right, peace out.